Check it out. You're listening to the Underachievers podcast with Marco Partiati. Bleh!
Damn, now I'm gonna cross my legs anyways.
Let's do it.
I go for the more relaxed, the closed leg.
It's one of those where like the better I start feeling, the more it drifts.
Oh.
Before and then I gets like more and more like my dad. You know what I mean? Whenever I'm sitting like this, I'm just like, dude, I'm my dad right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it used to bother me when my dad would sit like that when I was younger.
Did you grow up thinking like that's how females close their legs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said. It used to bother me when I'd see my dad sit like that. Like, come on, like sit like a man. And then now, like I said, here I am these days, and when I get real,
when you're feeling yourself, you're like,
I'm whatever, and then I'm just like, oh yeah, like I'm a grown. Well,
I'm an adult. You can't tell me nothing.
I'm a father.
I'm a father of two. You can't tell me.
My kids will look at me the way I once looked at my dad and be like,
they're like, Dad, like sit normal.
This is comfortable too, though, so it's good.
Hey, well, today on the Underachievers podcast, we got Jimmy, number 5 McMurrin.
That's me.
Do you have a nickname when you played basketball?
Sort. I mean, a lot of people just buckets or Jimmy Nice.
Jimmy Nice?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was just like, it was nice.
And this episode not brought to you by Coors Light, not
Cheers.
an actual sponsor, but cheers. I'm pretty sure you're like one of 2 people that I know that like would request Coors Light.
I just don't care. So it's just like, people these days are so all about their beer, and I'm over here just like, hey, let's get fucked up. More so than, I just don't want, like I said, just no IPAs.
Not a big IPA fan, huh? I've seen you drink an IPA.
Very
rarely.
If you gave it to me.
Yeah, that's true. I just thought about that.
Otherwise, nah.
I feel that. Okay.
Tastes like ass.
It's very debatable. Very debatable.
Yeah, this isn't a hop podcast.
Hopcast?
The Hopcast.
The Hopcast?
It's coming soon.
Also, could be a dance crew podcast. Hopcast.
I'm dressed kind of like I dance good right now.
Can you dance?
No, I like to keep it in my zone, which is like I got a good 2-step and not much outside of that. But
okay,
I can maybe fool you.
For
a half second.
You look like you might have,
and like I could maybe hit something that you might be like, okay.
Oh,
but then I know from experience that like I'm gonna keep it in my zone.
Yeah. You're going to do those 2 things and then you're done.
Or I get out real quick to give you something because I was feeling it. And maybe it's a song I know. So when I know the words, new motions come in when you know the words. If a gun comes out, you might pull a gun out or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But then just enough to make somebody be like, oh, he's killing. But then I bring it back and like, okay, like,
New song comes on. You're like, okay, let's.
Yeah, don't let me get on a streak either. If I get really.
Oh, once you're hot then.
Yeah, like weddings and stuff. Like
I kill it at weddings.
Somebody has to.
Yeah, I think I'm the dancer of my friends for sure. Like, I don't have my go-to. I think I do have go-to moves, but it's more like a casual, like I can dance to any song type deal. I'm that guy.
I 1000% agree.
Yeah.
But like weddings, it's really just a different because I know when I'm going to a wedding, if I don't do this for everybody, this is going to be a worse experience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
life of the party type.
To a degree.
Or at least the party starter. Sort
of. It's just like, look, if I do this, I'm doing this for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to have a good time, but it's like.
Taking one for the team.
Yeah, let's have a wedding.
Let's have a wedding.
Yeah, like they probably paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
Somebody's got it. Yeah.
Especially if there's open bar. If you sprung for the open bar, I am. Yeah, I'm putting it to the challenge.
First of all, there shouldn't be a wedding without an open bar.
Sometimes it's for good if the bar's cheap. if the bar is cheap and it's a really good friend, you gotta, you kind of have to take that bullet.
I don't know. You at least got to give them an hour. Like, all right, like
I got you guys on
go.
this. Yeah. the bar said,
if you're here like with that mindset, you have an hour to go. Which
That's
I'm cool with that too, because I'll go.
An hour's a long time. A long time. That's 3 years in dog years. You know what I'm saying?
I do know. Yeah. I've been that guy at weddings before.
I've
been edited out of
pictures, of
videos. Like,
okay.
And I was a groomsman.
Oh no,
Yeah,
they did you like that?
They did, and then they tried to act like that's not what they did.
But we know what you did.
Well, now it's been 5 years, and they've admitted it. Like
very candid.
No, just like I had to be.
You had to put them on blast.
No, I had to be cut out of the video. It was like we have nothing of this dude looking like presentable or normal, or just like all they had was me tripping. Which was, dude, that was a fucking good wedding.
Great wedding. Best wedding of 07.
One of my finest wedding performances.
Nice.
Yeah.
Held it down.
I held down the
something was held down.
I held down the ceremony, but then it was the reception that got out of control. It got just out of hand. Whatever.
Yeah. I feel it. You planning on getting married soon?
Am I planning on?
Oh, you are married, huh?
Your boys.
That's right.
Your boys.
I'm tripping.
Your boy's got a legal. She's legally my girl. Like, you know what I mean? This is big.
Do you guys get? How long have you guys been together now?
For 8 years.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
That's wild.
Only married for a year and a half, a little over a year and a half. But yeah, it was just, dude, when...
You guys were high school sweethearts?
No, we didn't get together until we were like 21 or so.
Oh, okay.
But it was just like, bro, when you were gambling, right? And you hit it big, like you cash out. You know what I mean? Like you don't press her, like you cash out.
Yeah.
So with my girl, I was just like, thankfully always smart enough to just be like, dude,
you like jackpot.
Just like, it was like, dude,
cash
like
out.
You cash out, dude. Like
you hear the machine.
It was like there's no shame in cashing out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know. Trust me.
Yeah, there could be more money to be won.
Yeah.
On the casino floor, you just won.
You just go home.
Like you
go
just
home.
Came up. You hit the big jackpot. Like go home. So yeah, that's what I did.
Nice. With
my girl, it's worked out, man.
There you go. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Now to I went through your social media to come up with some topics.
Oh.
So yes. So
this might be okay. Yeah. Shoot.
Yeah. Well, first off, you hosted the LA Comedy Club this past Saturday, Friday.
Saturday. Yeah.
How was it? You did 2 shows, right?
Supposed to have 2. I ended up alley-ooping one of the shows to a friend that was in town because I was unsure of the timing for the ending of the LA show, so I didn't want to be like rushing to shoot over there or be late. But no, it was good, dude. It was Saturday night. It was sold out at 8 p.m. A couple guest spots that were really strong. Honestly, one of the best shows I've been a part of. It was like, the crowd was crazy. Was crazy. And then was happy with what I did.
There you go. You've hosted your own show. You've done
4 of them.
4 of them for yourself. How do you like hosting versus just being a part of the show? Or is there a difference to you?
I'll say I really enjoyed hosting at LA this past weekend because it's just like a little bit of extra juice. And I'll say being a comedian where sometimes the host sets the tone or is supposed to, and then it's it's weird. And so me being able to be the first one to go up there, and I'm usually like a high energy type of person, so to go up there first at a show where it wasn't like something I promoted and brought everybody, and see that like, oh, that it translates pretty much exactly the same, and then the rest of it, you're just carrying the flow. It felt cool. It was good, man. I feel like it's less pressure also than just being on the lineup. So for that, it's cool. Now booking your own show and promoting it and throwing a show is like the one I host. That's a little bit different because there's all sorts of, it's just way more stressful.
Yeah.
This one was just like, just go up there and warm the room up. Like, I'm gonna do that.
Oh, we're heating it up.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna do that, you know. And then whatever, then you just try to keep it going, and might have just been the crowd, but it was a good one.
It was nice.
It was fun. Yeah,
there you go, man. Oh yeah. So before comedy,
right?
I always up until like we were kind of what's the word, like casual, like acquaintances before we went to California. Right, like we had talked together. Like Rebar was always kind of the night where you and I like hang out for the most part. But after the trip to California, I feel like we became a little bit closer. We kind of fuck with each other a little bit more. But from that trip, I didn't know you played ball. You know what I'm saying?
So that was a long time ago.
Yeah. But I just had I know I've asked you a couple questions about it. You've talked about it, but will you just like almost like a recap, like a Sparks Note version of your, like when you started basketball to like when you stopped? You don't have to go into great detail.
Right,
but
basically I was hooping when I was like 7 years old. Kind of decided that was my thing when I was like 10 years old. I ball boyed for UNLV for like 3 years. So I was at like, every game, mingling with the players, cool with all of them. They were kind of like who I looked up to back then. High school, varsity, all that stuff. Graduated high school, was going to go to a junior college.
How many years did you play varsity?
Just two.
Just two?
Yeah. Graduated, was going to go to a junior college, decided to opt for a prep school, which was like, it's a post-grad year. And then it was that year that, got a few Division I scholarship offers, chose to go to Jacksonville University in Florida. Went out there, had a great year, got in some trouble, did some other shit, transferred to Fort Hays State in Kansas, which was a Division II, but it was like we were preseason like third in the nation. It was like a really good school. Nice. And then went out there for like 3 months and like, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks in out there, like just hurt my back. And had back surgery. So I went home to have back surgery, kind of got back to where like I was.
Came back here or back to Florida?
Back to Vegas, yeah.
Okay.
And then was kind of trying like, okay, I'm going to give it one more go. I'll go to another school. And then just whatever. At the last second was like, you know what? Like, and then really got with my girl like right after and just started working and shit. But it all was good. My dad passed away from cancer when I was 22, and it was really right after that second trip where I had back surgery and came back that he got the cancer,
Yeah.
So looking back, had I been at school playing basketball during that, I wouldn't have been home to,
Yeah. Did you
to wrap that up? So I really view it all like it was in perfect timing. My goal was to get a Division I basketball scholarship, and I got it. So looking back, like,
did what you wanted to do.
Basketball, basketball. I could have taken it further, but like I never had regrets about it.
What was your favorite basketball moment, or your favorite career, or?
I don't know. There was a game in prep school where I had 10 threes.
Damn.
In a game, and that was pretty cool.
That's what's up.
I'd never hit 10 before. It's cool to get in that double digit. Like I had 10 threes that game. Motherfucker was cashing the fuck out. That was cool.
Was that your highest stat? How close were you to like a triple double or like?
No, I mean like I think the most points I ever had in a game was like 48.
Okay. So basketball is probably one of the like my weakest sports, right? On a scale for 40 points, where's that? Like good, like decent, good, great.
Say if you drop 48 points in a basketball game, it'd be like if you went bowling and got like 250 or 265 or 270.
Bowling is my next weakest sport.
well, what sport are you good at?
Okay, so football. I know football terms. Or just like
48 in football. I guess if you were like a receiver, would be like having like 300 yards, 300 receiving yards.
Good. Like Okay, good amount of touchdowns. Okay.
Pretty fire.
Okay. It's good though. It's good. Like
Yeah.
if you were to see like 48 points in one game, you're like, damn.
Anybody that scored 48 in a game was hella good.
Okay.
At
Cool.
basketball.
Okay. Nice.
I guess.
I
could still shoot, but I don't really play anymore.
Yeah. Does your is that because your back, or is like your back fine? Like
no, the back gets sore and shit, but overall it's fine. Yeah, I don't have time to hoop, bro.
Yeah, I feel that.
Just don't hoop.
Yeah.
Except for I gotta give there's people I gotta give buckets to Michael Robertson first and foremost because he talks the most shit, and then Jay Reed and Skills, and those are the three people like I owe them buckets.
Yeah,
and like I'm gonna give it to them or whatever, but it's overdue. Like I owe them. So, but other than that, like that's the last of my basketball goals.
I feel that. How much would you charge me for the number 5 Jimmy McMurrin jersey? You have any of those laying around?
No, man, I don't think I do. I really don't. I got like some jerseys and some like whatever camp jerseys or like practice jerseys and shit. But I've never been like a big.
Didn't hold on to any of those?
Yeah, like I really have shit from anything really. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There you go.
Not a
feeling nice.
Yeah, not a big nostalgia
guy,
kind of.
All right. Fatherhood. You're father of 2. Just had your last child a couple months back, right?
May 17th. He's 5 months.
May 17th, 5 months, man. Crazy. What's it like being a father of 2 and still like an infant, really? 5 months?
It's just a fucking roll of the dice, bro.
How so?
You just, who knows? It might be, some days are easy, some days are like hella involved.
Some days you can just like sit back and
some days like they're chilling. Like my older son, he's almost 3. Like he's good, dude. I can take a fucking nap. You know what I mean? Like he's not gonna do nothing wild. But the other one is like,
yeah.
If that tells you anything.
Yeah, man. That sigh was enough.
That sigh. Well, the thing that's cool is this. I know that's my last one.
Oh, yeah? Last one?
Yeah.
Calling it at 2?
Yeah,
You're not shooting for a daughter?
No, we're shutting it down. If I was supposed to have a daughter, I would have had one.
You think about it, though, huh?
I mean, it'd be cool because my sons love their mom like on a crazy level. So like, it'd be cool to kind of have.
They would hold it down.
But at the same time, like I saw a girl who was probably like 13 or 14, like walking home from school or something the other day, and I was like, I'm so happy that I don't have a daughter. Like I don't never got to worry about that. But what I was saying was, it's nice to know that this is the last go around with like all the baby shit.
I feel that.
So,
because that is, I mean, I kind of grew up around kids at a certain age. Like,
well, you're Mexican.
You're not wrong. You're really not wrong.
You grew up around kids.
Yeah, but like at a certain age, it's like, oh, they just watch themselves. You know, not saying that you don't watch them, but they watch themselves really. Yeah,
my 2-year-old about to be 3, but he's like, dude, he's hella smart. Like, he was never putting no bullshit in his mouth. You know what I mean?
He ain't never put no.
You know, people are always worried about that. Like, like he was always early was just, I guess, like nah, like this don't fucking.
He's like, I'm gonna play with this toy. I'm not gonna put it in my mouth.
Or just like what you think you think I'm gonna put it? Like, you're dumb for even thinking. I'll put this in my mouth.
I feel that.
Never even had to like correct or like outlets and shit. And I feel like he was always like I'm not fucking with the outlet.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's smart baby.
He's gonna be all right.
What are their names?
The older one, that's Pierce, and then the younger one, that's Callaway.
Are they named after everyone in particular? Just like the names?
Nah, we just like wanted to give them straight names that I thought were tight, and it was like Pierce and Callaway, like they never gonna be homeless.
I want to see the list of names that you thought were tight.
You know what? For this second kid, I had 2 names above Callaway, and I liked
Callaway's
that's hard, bro. And this is the
I
thing.
just think of golf.
I know, and this is the thing. It's not for. I knew it wasn't for everybody.
Yeah.
I knew there was gonna be, like the bigger group of people that were thinking like, oh, like that's a cool name, whatever. I think of golf.
Yeah.
But then I knew that there were gonna be this group of people like me that heard it and were like, yo, like that name is fire. Like
Okay.
that's his name for life.
Yeah.
Like his name is Callaway. Like, and then so it's always like he's gonna go by Cal for short. We already
Cal.
call him Cal. Yeah. But I always felt like it was like, his homies will call him Cal, but like the bitches will call him
Callaway.
Yeah, they're gonna be like Callaway. You know what I mean? So, and then anytime he says his name's Cal, and people are like, oh, like is your name Calvin?
And he's like Callaway.
Yeah. Nah.
Oh, that's
yeah. He's like, nah, my name's Callaway. And they're like, oh,
that's a good one. That's a good that line works. I feel like if that's a movie line. You know what I'm saying? We're like the cool like new guy. Mysterious.
Yeah, it's just like
oh, this is
because we thought Cal was a dope name.
Yeah, but then you were like,
we thought about even just Cal, like boom, like, and that was it. Was just Cal.
That's Superman,
right? Or no, it was just like whatever. So
yeah,
but
it's not as strong alone.
Yeah, so we liked Cal, and it was like, but Calvin is trash.
Yeah, Calvin's not a strong name.
So
I don't think I've ever met anyone named Calvin.
How we ended up with Callaway.
Nice,
but. Yeah, like I said, the names I liked above it, I liked Styles. I think that's really a hard-ass name. And it is. And, it should have happened, but it's all good.
Did she shut that one down or like last? Yeah.
No, she did. She never got into it. And I tried.
You said you were like, for a minute, you were just calling, you were like, oh, look at baby Styles.
No, I just tried many times and we ran it by other people. Yeah. In front of her would be like, what do you think about Styles? And other people would be like, oh, like I do like that, like Pearson Styles, whatever. Yeah. Just didn't happen. And I like Banks for a first name. First of all, McMurrin is a hard name.
Banks McMurrin.
To compliment. Right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Which is why, so there are names
Callaway,
we like, but
McMurrin.
you can't say it with McMurrin
Yeah.
every name. So like Pierce McMurrin sounded tight. It's like that one syllable, like boom.
Styles McMurrin. Then, that one does not.
You don't like Styles McMurrin?
No, Styles McMurrin.
It does.
Styles.
It depends how you say it.
It's a shaky name to me.
Really? Stiles. Styles. Like, you remember in Teen Wolf, his best homie's name was Styles.
Oh, was it? Yeah. I never saw Teen Wolf.
Shout out.
Shout out Teen Wolf.
Shout out to Michael J. Fox.
But Styles McMurrin is it's low key kind of rough.
Whatever, we skipped it.
We skipped next one. But no, Callaway McMurrin is.
It just sounds like
that's a good one.
Like I said, he's not gonna be homeless. There's nobody.
He's gonna be all right.
There's nobody named homeless whose name is Callaway.
Yeah.
Or Pierce.
Yeah.
So that was really, it was just, I was trying to set him up for success.
Damn, that's a whole, so when I think of names, I think of how you can make fun of it, right? Like my name's Marco Polo. So that's how I think of names. I'm like, damn. Sarah and I were thinking about names, but like it's always like our first like, oh, well, if we call it this, they're going to call this kid this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but now I got to think Ariaga. Well, nothing goes with Ariaga, first of all.
Don't worry. Whenever you're pregnant, so you don't even got to worry about it right now. But whenever she gets pregnant, I'll send you a list.
just a rattling off.
Like, I'll send you some thoughts.
Yeah.
Of mine, I'll scan some names and see if anything.
You're the first person I will start running names by.
I'll see if anything speaks to me.
Yeah.
I hope I've been talking in this thing the right way because I keep setting it here and then it goes like that, but. I mean, my voice carries it.
Right there. That black one, make sure that it's tight.
All right.
I think you're doing it the wrong way.
You think?
I just imagine that thing coming off.
Oh, no, we good. Cool.
Yeah.
I would never let that happen.
Styles McMurrin.
All right, let's get into it, man. We're talking about kids and shit. Don't nobody care about my kids.
Nah, I care because I want to give people a little bit of what they don't already know about you.
Okay, I'm glad you care, but I for the most part know
no one
don't nobody really care.
I care
about my kids.
Yeah, let's go a little bit deeper into to Buckets McMurrin.
I feel that, and it's just like yeah, man, or the basketball that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, some people don't know. Right. Some people don't know.
It was a good time though.
Let's talk about this then. Comedy.
There we go.
Oh man, that's what you wanted to talk about.
That's all. That's,
comedy.
That's all I want to talk about these days. Literally, like I don't want to talk about nothing else.
What started your love for comedy?
Dude, I don't know, man. It was always just like my thing, dude.
Yeah.
It was almost like a secret weapon, like my whole life, sort of, you know?
You're just were you the funny kid in class?
Yeah, like won every class clown award ever.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember
until like my senior year.
Yeah. Were you dethroned by someone funnier?
No, I was robbed. No, he's not funny.
I was robbed.
Well, the thing is this.
This man said I was robbed.
The thing is this. First of all, he knows. He knows.
You think?
But what he had was he was on the morning announcements.
He had the in.
He had access to every classroom.
Yeah.
Whereas, I got 6 classrooms voting for me.
Yeah.
He's on the morning announcements. And don't get me wrong, he was comedic relief on the morning announcements.
You think he was just doing like street jokes?
Well,
or
no. It was like a shtick, sort of. It was this thing. And I'll say that it was hot in the beginning.
Yeah.
And even he, if he were to even hear this, would agree.
We'll send this to him.
He would agree that, like,
you still know who? You still remember the name?
Yeah, bro. This is my boy.
And he's
still my boy.
Okay, he's your boy.
Well, I mean, sort of. Like, if I see him, it's love.
Okay. Have you seen him since he robbed you of this award?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I told him he robbed me. I was like, not like in a mean way, but just like, man.
You think he?
You ruined my like perfect record.
Oh shit! You're the undefeated Patriots. You lost in the Super Bowl senior year.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, man. It's okay, but so yeah, dude. Comedy was just kind of always like, like I said, it was kind of like a secret weapon. It was just like I was always knowing it was gonna get to that.
Yeah.
Day one most of the time. It was a way to make friends. It was a way to get through school every day because I never cared about school, but I was engaged because I was always listening to the teacher talk, ready to have something to throw out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's dope. Class clown.
Yep.
What was his name?
Who, me?
No, the guy that beat you.
Shane Koja.
Koja.
Yeah, man.
Shane Koja, you son of a bitch.
He handled that, and he'll be able to say it. You know what I mean?
Senior year, class clown.
Yeah, dude. That was my school's class
Dethroned Jimmy McMurrin.
And then,
he's that class. He's the class's clown for being senior
year. Yeah, but I think anytime he thinks of it, like, I just want him to think about me somewhere behind him like this, just looking at him like.
You're the first graphic that they show on the NBA highlights where they're like, LeBron dropped X amount, but Steph Curry in the winner of the championship dropped this much.
Give me my certificate, bro. I'm just over there like,
that's mine.
Give that to me, bro. Like, even with your name on it.
I'll take that.
But give it to me.
Are you competitive? I imagine you got to be a little bit competitive, right?
With myself now. Like, I think I used to be like more competitive about other shit, but these days I'm just really trying to. I just want to. Yeah, man. I like to impress myself. That's it, man.
Ooh, impress yourself.
Sort of.
What has impressed you in your comedy career lately?
I would say just the way I've handled myself through the beginning to now. I'm impressed with that, but more like specifically, like, just from the beginning when I was doing well, I was impressed with how well I was doing. And then,
so early on.
Right. And then I guess I would say, different sets here and there that I felt impressed with. And then when I got my show, and then I feel like I've done the show really well. So I've been impressed with how I've done the show. And
that
then,
show was amazing.
And then just recently, like with, sets where I feel like if I get done with a set and I'm impressed with how I did, then I'm not worried about anybody else, because I know that if I'm impressed, most likely other people will think that it was good as well.
Yeah, I feel that.
So it's just like, try to set a high standard for whatever, and if you just do that consistently enough, you set a high standard, you know, and then you're always trying to meet it, and that's somewhat of a not a burden, but it kind of sucks sometimes, because then it's like each one you do, if it's not as good as your best one, then you're kind of like, it was good. It was I'm not like it was good. I know it was good, but like fuck, like I could have done better, or whatever. But I think that's also just like, you know, that's good. That's what should, you know, drive somebody hopefully to you know, keep always going and keep always trying to outdo whatever you think, you know, is the best you can do.
So how did you feel? I mean, you kind of touched base on it. You were very hot within your first year, like very hot from the very beginning. Do you feel that it's kind of cooled down, or you kind of came in really hot and then kind of found the groove?
Well, no, I think it was like the first 6 months I was like, you know, feeling really hot and whatnot. And then there was a period from probably like December of last year to like February-ish of this year to where I had started having like my first sort of plateau period where I was like, oh, fuck, like, okay, like, so what's next? Sort of. And then when I got my show, that kind of like
ignited,
perked me up. Yeah, reignited. Not that I ever like, I never gave up, which is good too.
But you just got you felt stagnant.
It felt like it was getting a little bit stagnant. And then when I got my show, I felt like that was like, okay, so this is the next. Yeah. This is how I can take it up a notch from where I was at to, you know, go from whatever it was to hopefully this, you know, elevates. And then, so now just working on whatever the next elevation is, which it's coming. But
do you have something in mind, or is it still something you're trying to think through?
No, I got things that I think that are coming up right now. Nothing. I'm kind of like a big believer that like, because and this is from the past too, but I feel like you don't ever tell anybody whatever it is you want to do or what you're working on or, you know, what your goal is or something. Yeah. You don't tell anybody until it's like 100% foolproof.
I feel that.
You know what I mean? Because I think that there really are somebody else's mojo could fuck up some shit for you. Yeah. Literally. Like it's not a game. Like somebody else having negative thoughts towards something you want to do or are doing can fuck it up. So I like to keep shit tucked until it's like
until it's out,
until it's official. It's like like this isn't it's official.
I mean, even like as close as you and I were or are, I didn't know about your show until you announced it,
and that's like an example of it. I didn't tell very few heads. You know, and I feel like, you know, even now, like, man, it's funny how, you know, the list of people, once you start thinking that way, gets smaller too, where it's like, oh fuck, like who can I tell certain things? Because I think if you're telling somebody something that's important to you and their reaction isn't going to be what you want it to be, then it's literally as bad as you might just want to tell somebody, just to be like, oh, I just want to tell them or whatever. It's like, if their reaction won't be as genuine or like what you want it to be, then
even like on your same vibe, even
that's what I mean. Like if it's like, then it really isn't even worth telling them. So it's like,
I feel you.
And so the show was just an example of I didn't tell anybody really until it was like, this is 100%, like everybody's booked, it's all good. You know,
it's a for sure thing, not a thing that I think is gonna happen,
right? And that's all. And it's all cool that it's like, you know, just wherever I'm at right now, I like the show. It might not be a big deal to somebody else. To me, like, it's a big deal to me. I take it seriously.
It's
And you know what I mean?
How many people can say they have their own show, let alone run 4 successful shows?
Yeah. No, yeah. And it was,
or even run one successful show.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Good. Yeah, and they've been good. And I want to, you know, I see them just getting, you know, hopefully they get better even, you know. So.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean,
you honestly, were on that last one. That last one was fire.
Yeah, that last one was a lot of fun. You know, I actually, I thank you for exposing me to comics that I didn't even know, like, were out there. Most importantly, like, shout out to Zach Miller. Great comic.
Right.
Great comic. And, like, I remember seeing him on the show. Like, I saw the flyer and I was like, I don't know who that is. And then seeing him on the show and I'm like, this man is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I need to like be following what this guy's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then sure enough, like since then, I'm like, this dude is like,
Just like
he's
you're
doing
with
it.
it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's great, man. Keep doing it. And I appreciate you putting me on. And you know, that's why I wanted to have you the second guest. Where the same thing you're talking about, you don't really tell everybody, because I want a certain I want certain people to be the first guest. So when I put it out, people know who is close to me. Like that's why Ryan was the first guest, because he was one of the first people that in comedy in general, he was the first one to really kind of put me on.
Yeah.
And then with you, you're one of my good friends, and you're someone that I really just enjoy hanging out with.
Yeah.
You know, I love your comedy, but like Tuesdays are for the gods, as you said. You know what I'm saying?
Rebar for the gods.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like I have a lot of fun with you, and you put me on that show, your show, and gave me my first shot at the LA Comedy Club. And it's something that I appreciate, and that's something that's like, when I asked you to do this, it was because I genuinely wanted you to do this. Not, you're just not someone on like the list of like, oh, I'm gonna have this person. Because I enjoy talking to you. I want to like have you on and conversate with you.
I appreciate
you know what
that.
I'm saying?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, immediately I was down. My only first question, I was like, so I'm going to be the inaugural.
I'm going to be
the inaugural episode, right?
You know,
you're like, no, you're the second. I was like, well, whatever. Then I don't even, fuck it.
I don't even care about this.
Cool, dog. All right, yeah, I'll be there. Whatever. When is it? Cool. Tuesday? Yeah. I think I can make it Tuesday. What is this? This is the second one. What?
This is gonna be the second one. Yeah. So I've.
What's the name of the podcast? Like the over something over premieres or the.
You like the name? You can't even light on the name.
No. I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm playing. The name is fire, bro. The Underachievers.
Yeah.
And then it's cool too, because it's just like, if we post this of us and nobody watches it, it's like, well, we already know we're underachieving, bro.
I know what I'm about, man. I know my audience.
That's tight, dog.
So I wanted to show you a little bit of love for that. I wanted to show you a little bit of love. I feel like I had to show you some love.
The love, it's really all about the love, right?
Where's the love?
I thought it was love. That's the worst. When you think it's love and then you find out it's not,
Oh yeah, that was the relationship that got me into my marriage.
Yeah.
To get deep.
Well, I just mean, it's like sometimes like you have an idea in your head and you're like, oh, like we got love, like we're cool, and then you find out it's not, and it's like, wow, like I thought we were tight. Yeah. But then there are the times where like I thought it was love, and it was love, and then everything else is cool.
And then you're good from there.
Now I'm here
doing this. I appreciate it. So I want to wrap this up just so we can do a second part to this.
We're done already?
I only want to do 40 minutes.
I feel like we should almost
cut it and do another one,
and then start another one.
Okay, we can do that too.
We might.
Anyways, I can give you two. I mean,
well, we'll go where you were going.
Yeah. First of all, I love your joke about the Alexa talking. I like how you say it way nicer to the female, because you talk about horoscopes.
Right.
You're like, that's what's the line? Just the last line.
Well, the joke is that the Alexa for a house is a man's gadget. So they should make an Alexa that's only for women, but it has no facts, just all opinions.
There you go.
Then it goes on to say that it listens, whatever. The girl's talking to Alexa about her problems. Asks Alexa, do you remember my coworker Janelle? Alexa says, yes, the Gemini with ulterior motives. I remember that bitch.
I love that joke.
But then I go on to say that, I got a friend who's got a Google Alexa and a wife named Alexa, and he talks to the Google Alexa way nicer than he talks to the wife Alexa. Right. Mm-hmm. That's basically, that's essentially the gist of that one. And
I didn't want to give away your whole bit, but
it's funny. Well, I mean,
yeah.
I dare you to try and tell any of my jokes the way I tell them and see if they work for you. If they do, shit, they're better than I think they are. Because right now, I don't even like my jokes. I just think I tell them well.
Yeah. You're a great storyteller. Great storyteller.
Ish, yeah. I wouldn't consider myself a storyteller per se, because people always say, like, what kind of jokes do you do?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. Like, they're tough to describe. Like, I couldn't just tell you a joke. They're like, oh, like, so you're like a storyteller? I'm like,
I like to think I tell stories, not great stories.
Just like I wouldn't necessarily. It's like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like
sometimes some of your jokes are kind of like a little bit longer.
Well, like they're
stories,
just kind of like they're like visual, sort of like you kind of really you got to kind of like
you gotta imagine it.
You kind of you got to see it, sort of. You got to think a little bit, but just like I don't,
Yeah. No,
yeah.
But I just love that that line.
That tag at the end.
Yeah, that one's good. The Gemini with the ulterior motives.
Well, the Gemini part, like that's always been.
Are you big into astrology, or is it just for the bit?
You know what? I know a decent amount, but like it definitely doesn't like really. It doesn't control my life at all. Mm-hmm. I'm not reading daily horoscopes.
Yeah,
just
the weekly.
But I've looked into it to see what I could find out about myself.
Yeah.
From other sources to see if anybody was close, even like if I resonated at all. Like what can these things tell me about me? Mm-hmm. And I found some answers here and there, but again, like I think it all plays its part.
Yeah.
So Zodiac probably plays into religion, which plays into all the other shit. Yeah. It's just like one big, like it's definitely bigger than we think it is.
Fair.
And that's facts.
Second to last question. What's your end game with comedy or entertainment?
I don't know, man. We'll have to see.
But there's not like a certain thing you hope to achieve that would kind of not be the end all be all, but just something that like you're hoping that comedy will help you achieve, or what you're doing is helping you to achieve.
I think when I started doing it, I didn't even know I'd be where I was a year and a half later. So I think I'm smart enough to know I have no idea where I'll be later on. I'm just excited for whatever's going to happen. That's it, man. That's my end game. My end game is obviously being a professional. Mm-hmm. And then, dude, just keep doing cool shit. Because I feel like that's all that's happened is like, dude, it's just like cool shit just keeps happening. Yeah. Cool shit. It's like, so there's just more cool shit in the future, bro. And I hope it's really cool shit. And yeah.
More cool shit for Jimmy McMurrin.
Sort of, yeah, exactly, yeah. Just more cool shit. Be on the lookout for more cool shit
from Jimmy
McMurrin. I'm trying to only do cool shit.
Jimmy McMurrin's monthly cool shit.
We're doing cool shit. Yeah, it's like I don't want to do nothing that's not cool.
Yeah.
If I do,
I don't think anyone.
Yeah, really but then people will do some shit that's not very cool, and you're just like, and you're like,
you could have dodged that one,
or just like like really like you should have done it cooler. Like you could have done that cooler. Like there's a cooler way.
Do you have an example in your head? Something that like comes to mind like somewhat recently?
No, not necessarily, but you get the idea.
Yeah. I was just hoping for it.
No, really though, and that's a good thing too. Is I really don't care. I hope everybody's doing. I hope whatever anybody's doing to them is cool, and like that's all that matters. Mm. So do it cool. But then also like think about could I do it cooler? Mm-hmm. And if you can, like, try.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Try to do it cooler, man. Do it as good as you think you can make it be done. Mm. Yeah, like this shit is tight. You're doing this shit cool, bro.
I appreciate that.
Seriously, like
I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like I don't want to say you underestimated me, but I feel like you definitely did not expect what you walked into.
Well, I would say you try to never put an expectation on anything, but you can't stop yourself from kind of having some sort of like image in your head of like kind of what something's
what did you think this was going to be?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Did you think we would be sitting around like an iPhone drinking beers?
No. I saw microphones that were nice. Mm-hmm. I saw a more dimly lit room.
Oh, that's right.
I don't think I saw camera. I didn't know if it was going to be camera, if it was just like uploaded. I wasn't sure.
Okay, that's fair.
But then I got here, I was like, oh, but this shit is tight.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about.
Just do it cool.
Do it cool, bro. Like this. You're going to do a podcast.
Do it cool, man.
You're going to do a podcast. Get you some lights. Mm-hmm. Get you a cool camera. Get you nice mounts.
I prefer to watch podcasts than I do listen to them.
Yeah, I don't really listen to any podcasts.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So I don't know if this was fucking. I feel like we talked about some boring shit, low key.
But no, but that's kind of what like I feel like podcasts are kind of cool for. Is like it gives you like a look into it as compared to just being like, oh, this is who we're gonna have the same conversation we would have at Rebar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which it's one of those things where it's like shit. Somebody got to be really interested in what I have to say to watch this shit.
Well, I mean, you're an interesting person. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, dog.
Yeah, man.
Hell
it's just like, it's sometimes people want to know what you're about.
Yeah, well,
you may have lived this shit and you're just like, I don't really care, but I feel like someone might care.
Somebody cares. So I had it down here this whole time. Damn, could have seen my shit.
Well, like now you got the microphone like in your. That's why it's like best to kind of have it off to the side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Whatever. My voice.
You can
travels.
put it off like to the
My
side.
My voice travels. It'll probably be.
Yeah.
Who knows? I probably was talking too loud in this shit. Mark, we're gonna have to take my shit down.
That's fine. I'll make it work.
Whatever.
So do you want to do another one? We can do another one. I'll wrap up with my last question and we can get back into it and just get loose.
I don't care. It's up to you, man.
Well, I don't know. Are we going out after this? What are you doing after this?
I don't think I'm rebarring it.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a handle.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you got a handle?
Yeah, I'm gonna just handle. Just like, when you're like, I got a handle. I got shit to.
Oh, I was like, you got a handle. I was like, and you didn't bring it?
Oh,
so rude.
No, I just been like, nah, we'll go handle.
Yeah, bro, I got some Captain Morgan at the house.
Yeah, right.
For sure. Well then, I guess I'll end with this, and then we'll cut it and see if we want to keep going. Cool.
Ask away, Marco.
Do you think you look more like Channing Tatum or Jim from The Office? Truthfully. Because I know you get both.
Probably Jim from The Office.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was like in better shape, like maybe.
Can I just say, I hope this is not rude to say, but I feel like it might be because I had to think about it if I wanted to ask it or not.
Wow.
I feel like you grew into your chin because when you were younger, at least like older pictures, you were like, your chin was super slim. You know, like your jawline kind of tapered.
No.
But then like now I feel like you got a nice jawline.
Oh, you think it's better now?
Yeah. Because I feel like before it was just kind of like it went like I hadn't.
Wow,
like
that's interesting. Because I feel like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna look better in some time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this isn't me at full capacity.
I don't know. I mean not necessarily full capacity, but I think like
I appreciate what you're saying.
Yeah. You got like your jawline looks nice.
I got enough that like I'm not complaining or I'm not crying.
No. I mean,
but
yeah.
I know like I'm gonna lose 25 pounds, bro. I really am. And then it'll probably all coincide with how much better I get. Because like this ain't even, I mean it is, don't get me wrong.
This is not my final
over here
form.
talking shit. I done had kids and shit. I don't exercise.
Hey, no, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like I'm not.
You see me over here dropping down and cracking another Coors Light.
Coors Light.
I'm not exercising. I'm drinking beer
on a Tuesday.
on Tuesdays, on whatever,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Shit, I could lose some weight, dude. But thanks, man. I'm over here stressing about my jawline. Like,
no, bro.
Over here looking
I think you grew into it.
I got a Brock Lesnar jaw.
You
got
like,
shit all too wide.
No. That jawline is a whole nother monster.
Let's go then. I'm over here stressing.
No.
Marco's putting me on.
No, I'm trying to give some credit.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm like 220 right now. When I was in college playing basketball, I was like 195.
Damn.
So like I was fast. I could jump high. You know what I mean? Now I'm just like, hey, almost 30.
How old are you now?
With 2 kids, 29.
Okay.
29 till next year. 30's coming.
You got a big party plan?
No, I haven't really celebrated my birthday since I was like 22.
Oh man, can I throw you like a nice 30 party?
We'll talk about it.
All right, we'll figure it out.
I won't.
You won't say no, but you
Yeah,
also
I
won't
won't
agree
count that
to it
out.
yet.
Yeah, if I was gonna let somebody host my party, you'd probably be up in the runnings.
I hated the nickname at first.
What,
Or not even the nickname.
Marco Partiaga?
Yeah. So because I was like, because you told me it at a time where I was drinking a lot, or I wasn't drinking a lot. I forget which one.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
I heard it and I was like, oh man, I don't want to be known as that. But then after a while, I was like, oh no, that's who I am. Like realistically, I just like to have fun, whether it's whatever it is.
Partiaga.
Yeah.
Dude, Marco Partiaga, that's a tight name.
Yeah. So I've really grown to accept that.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll try to say it more. I forgot when you wrote it the other day. I saw it and I was like, I was like, did I come up with that, or was that something that, like, we were just saying one day? I didn't know if I really truly came up with it.
I'll give you
shout out to me for another dope nickname given. Like, I've given so many over the years, and it's something I enjoy doing. So let's go. We got another one. Another one.
All right, then. Thank you again. If we do another one or we don't, I appreciate you, brother.
Dog. It was a very this was a very normal conversation.
we can do it again.
I'm just saying, like, hey, well, if somebody was gonna watch this being like, oh, what are they gonna, it was like, this was a pretty normal ass conversation.
Okay.
But
normal.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
It's all,
it's all love.
It's all
when you thought it was love.
If you thought it was love, and it was love. So yeah, that was super easy, dude. I was like, I'm gonna come in here, bring it. And he was like, you have kids? I was like, fuck.
I don't want to talk about them kids.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, man, got kids, bro. But we be doing other shit too.
Yeah,
we be smoking weed and we be drinking beers and shit, even and with kids.
2 of them.
Yeah, when I pass my kids off, I'm like, dude, I don't even have kids. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about what they're doing right now. I'm like, somebody's got them. Like, they're good.
Yeah. Smart way to think about it.
One day they'll look back and be like, dude, my dad was fucking tight, bro. And I rest in that truth.
Yeah.
Right.
Rest in that truth. Thank you, guys. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Listen in. Fuck it, we'll run it back. Run it back. Have a not normal conversation.
Want to try?
Yeah, we can.
straight one. Check it out. You're listening to the Underachievers podcast with Marco Partiaga.
That's fair.
It was cool, bro.
That's fair.
Shout out Wolfgang. We might need to cut that.
Yeah, we can probably get that. This episode not brought to you by Corona Premier.
Yeah.
This is I hate this one. Corona Extra is definitely the way to go. Sarah got this because it's 90 calories. She thinks I'm getting fat, which she's not wrong. I just don't like to admit it.
Premier is like my favorite adjective to use.
Premier?
Yeah, dude. Like, this shit
premier
this shit is premier. Yeah.
It's fair. Cheers.
Fair. Cheers to the premier.
To the premier.
I like that, and I like Paramount.
Paramount. I just think of the movie studio.
No, but it's a good word. Like, the definition.
I feel like that's really an
nice
adjective that is used in sportscasts a lot. The premier, the Paramount, blah blah blah. Like the premier quarterback or the Paramount of blah 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 defense.
Paramount would be like the defense tonight is paramount.
Yeah.
It's the most important thing.
Yeah.
It's fucking paramount.
Is that what paramount means?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's like above all else. Like,
yeah.
The most important. It's paramount. Like this.
Okay.
This is paramount. Like, this podcast is paramount
entertainment
that we deliver entertaining content.
Entertainment.
It's paramount.
I like how you can get it's paramount. That's just what it is.
It's fucking
paramount.
Listen, it's paramount, and it's paramount that everyone at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I said, I prefer to watch this, and I mostly like body language Body language is my favorite to see, because it changes like how you say it. It's like, you know how people are always like, oh, you can't express emotion through text message, right? Or you can't
so true. I'm terrible.
You know?
I'm terrible at texting. Like if you really only went off my text, you would be like almost like what the fuck is the matter with this dude?
Yeah.
Like I'm over here trying to text him and he's hitting me with like some bullshit, and it's like
as someone just texted him.
Right, but it is like I don't even think about it that way. It's just like it's almost like text messages to me should be like as short of communication as possible, because you can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you a phone call guy?
Yeah, I'm a FaceTime guy.
Oh, you're that guy.
I like.
You're the one that if you got some shit to say, you're gonna.
No, yeah, it's exactly whatever that one. You know, blip, 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 blip.
Is that what it is?
And then
like mine is.
And
closer.
then I love when I'm fucking calling the FaceTime.
Yeah.
And then it makes that noise when it connects. It's like, you know what I mean? Like when I hear that, I'm so happy. I'm like, oh yes, like we're good, we're live.
Yeah.
You know, and then I like to get that whole experience.
Yeah.
Like, where are you at? You know, yeah. Text messages are like, you could send more words, but you can't hear how I'm saying it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. All right. Yeah, what's goody?
I'm a call person for sure.
What's goody? Oh, you
I'm
like
a
to
call
make that
person.
phone? I mean, a phone call.
Call me.
I like a phone call too, because there's a lot of settings where FaceTime's not really an option.
Yeah, I just short, sweet, to the point. Yeah. I don't got to wait for your text message or be like, hey, are we doing this?
If
3 hours later, you're going to hit me back?
If it comes to one of those texts in the beginning where I'm like, I'm about to ask a question that requires an answer to be answered with a new, like, boom, call quick.
We're over this. Hey.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, I just didn't want to be texting. Like, let's just get through.
Yeah.
Like, let's
wrap this up real quick.
Let's get where we need to be in this conversation without having to be waiting around.
Hey, what are you doing?
Right.
I'm just chilling at home.
Dude, are you going? Yeah. What time am I supposed to be there? Cool. Now, should I bring whatever?
Yeah. Do I have to bring anything?
Yeah.
10 minutes, no reply?
It's almost become like trendy almost to be one of those people that's like, if you're calling me, like, this could have been texted. Yeah. Or like,
that's the worst kind of person.
It's just like, do you really feel that way? Because just because a meme sounds relatable, it doesn't mean that you just feel that way automatically.
I feel like those are the same people that are scared to call their own doctors to make an appointment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if they could text an appointment, which I'm probably sure you can, they would.
That's almost understandable, because I can't stand anytime I call anywhere these days and it's the automated shit. Yeah.
But
and I'm over there like, no, I'm trying to get a fucking prescription like set up for my kid or something. It's like, to speak to a representative, you know what I mean? You're over there like, speak to representative, and it's like, okay, to refill prescription. And you're like, no, cancel. And it's like, okay, they got to go through the whole list again. So then the second time you're like, speak to pharmacist, and then they don't even get there, and then you can't even go after that now to tell somebody about how bad the robot chick was doing her job. Like, you can't be like, yo, like, that automated service is terrible. All they could do is be like, yeah, like, I know we can't do nothing, but like, she should be held accountable somehow.
Are you talking about the robot should be held accountable?
In a way.
What is this, iRobot?
No, it's just like that's the worst part about it, is like,
no one's being held accountable.
Customer service is customer service, and like, you got this robot here that's like sucking at her job, and she can't even get in trouble for sucking at her job.
Do you
when
think,
like any other job, if you suck and somebody's like, oh, I have to complain about this person, like, somebody's gonna go and be like, yo, like, you're sucking, like, we need you to be better. You can't even tell the robot chick that like she needs to be doing better. It's just like, like,
it is what it is.
We get a lot of complaints, and it's like, well, fucking change it then, or like, you know, reset it up. Yeah, like the robot chick, she can't even get in any trouble for her job. She's just over there like, what?
Say
like,
some shit. Yeah, like, doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, like, dude, I'm immune. To anything, to the bullshit.
It's neutral and all this. You think that comes from working in customer service?
Probably.
Yeah.
But that's working, and then outside of customer service.
But because you're being held accountable for anything you do, you should be like, we should all be treated the same.
I think anybody that's got a job, if they're sucking, gets in trouble for sucking.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you know, we deal with a lot of the robot voices these days, and it's an issue because it's that annoying. Like, it's bad enough I got to be calling this place anyway to eventually get connected to some sort of representative who is just trying to act like I didn't just have to go navigate the whole robot land to get here, and then they don't care that I'm frustrated already.
Yeah, at that point you sound like the asshole because you're upset.
Yeah, and they're just like, dude, what are you mad at? I'm like, I'm mad because I've called back 3 times to make the robot understand. And
all I need to do is set up this prescription.
All I need to do is see, like, have you received the prescription even? Like, that's all I want to know. Like, are we good? Are we set? When should I expect to be ready? Yeah. And they're like, do you want to set up a text confirmation? And I'm like, no.
FaceTime me, bro.
FaceTime me when it's ready. Or just fucking call me. Just leave the voicemail, whatever. These robot automated systems are like, that's somebody else that could have that job.
Yeah. They would probably do it a lot faster.
They would be more efficient, hands down.
They would do it.
Yeah. I want to be like, speak to a representative and they'd be like, okay, like, you want to refill your prescription? I'm like, whatever.
What's the worst you've ever gotten in trouble at work?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess I got fired from one job, but yeah, I mean, the other jobs.
Was it were they right, or were they just like over some bullshit?
No. I was a debt collector for Sprint for like 5 weeks.
Damn. Oh.
For like 5 weeks. Yeah. And the first 3 weeks, management loved me so much. And then the last 2 weeks, that was how violent a turn it took from where they loved me so much to 2 weeks later, they fired me. But I knew like it was going to happen because I didn't want to do it. I was just like, I'm just going to ride this till the wheels fall off.
Were you like the first 3 weeks you were out there collecting debts? The second 2 weeks,
well, the first 3 weeks it was kind of fun that it was something new, you know, and it was like everybody in the shit was all competitive with the debt collecting. So like to be new,
was there like a numbers competition?
Type shit, yeah, there was.
Oh shit,
yeah.
Oh man, that's so crazy because I've worked in sales. I could only imagine being like a debt collector, but I'm like, collected like $800.
People would get up and go like write their shit on the board. You know what I mean? Like they would walk in front of the whole floor and write like what their collection was.
They would go the long way.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it would be everybody would see somebody going up, and some people would be like, okay, there you go. Sometimes it would be like a bitch one. You know, you'd be like $75 slash 2 weeks times 6. So it's like they're gonna give me 75 every 2 weeks for 6 weeks, and it's like, okay, like that's a cool one. But every now and again someone would go up there, you know, and just really just be like, scoop, you know, just like $2,600 whatever, and everybody's like, hey, and then the people were in teams and some bullshit. So whatever, first 3 weeks I was having fun, like, yeah, let me try and get these. I'm gonna be collecting, I'm going to the board like, yeah, bitch, I'm new and I'm getting more collections than you suck. And then like
get your debt up.
Yeah, just like, bro, like you're trash. How long have you worked here? Like there was a dude. What was his name? This dude's last name was fucking. God damn it, his name was like Morehouse or something. I was just like, you've worked here how long, Morehouse? It's like, I'm tripled you right now in 2 weeks. Whatever. And then
Morehouse, more of an apartment.
Exactly. Yeah, like you're never gonna get in a house if you don't start collecting more.
You out here in the doghouse, bro.
So that was 3 weeks, and then like by like another week went by, and they were talking to me like, yeah, like the records show like you didn't make a call for 2.5 hours. Because they had like everybody's logs. Yeah. You were hooked in on this caller. Yeah, and so I was like, they said that I was looking up at him like damn, like I couldn't even lie, you know. I was just like, I was having a bad day, or who knows, you know. Yeah. I worked with a friend.
What were you doing?
I worked with my boy Peter. He was like, also, we have here a 37-minute phone call between you and Peter. And I was just like, like
that was the one.
And I was just like, yeah. And then I was like, you know, and then Peter was over there like, they didn't get mad at me, you know what I mean? Like, but he's got hella collections, so they're just like, whatever. But yeah, so I was like, well, I don't care. Fire me. Like, what do you think I want to be a fucking debt collector? Yeah. Like my first real job.
Debt collector.
Tight.
Man.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
Like, hi, this is James calling with the Bureau of Recovery. Calling in regards to your Sprint account. They'd be like, fuck you and your Sprint account. Click.
Oh yeah, is that most of them? There's a lot.
I'd say most of them, like most people didn't even answer, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just calling numbers.
Yeah. And then sometimes you get lucky and somebody just be like, oh shit, like, yeah, okay, like,
Right
let's take
away?
care of
Yeah.
that now. Yeah. Just give me their shit for the whole thing.
Those are the real people that care about their credit score.
Right. It'd be like if I called my girl right now. My girl got like, what's like really good?
I think like 700 or 800.
Oh no,
right?
she's like far, like an 880 or something.
Oh,
stupid.
she's got really good credit.
It's like, yeah, it's like immaculate.
You got good credit?
I think it's like it's gotten better. We figured out like what to do. So
What? How do you fuck up your credit?
I don't know, man. You just like you don't even.
You just got credit cards.
You know,
do you have credit cards?
Well, yeah, I got one, but it's just like and that shit goes over low key frequently. But like not like in a bad way, just like they're just like, damn, like I didn't make my payment. I've been using it, and it's like it's over, or whatever. And then, but like we went to buy our house and shit. Like I had to get my shit cool.
Oh yeah, because both of you guys are doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, credit's looking straight.
Like 5, 6?
No, like probably like a 6,
High
80 or something like that.
Okay, high 6s.
High 6s.
Nice.
I did. I opened up a Macy's card on accident one time.
How do you open? How do you open up a Macy's card on accident?
Well, I think it was a thing where they were like, "Hey, this is like this watch you want to buy right now is 40% off, but if you open up the Macy's account, you'll get like an additional 20% off."
Oh, they hit you with one of those,
something like that. Yeah. So like I was like,
it worth it?
I mean, it was worth it because I think at the time I was trying to get like a nice watch for whatever reason. Nothing like
just like that one watch where you when you're going out, you're looking nice.
It was nothing. It was nothing out of control, but it was just like
it's a nicer watch.
But it was like an extra 20%. Like that might take off like another like $100 or something.
Yeah.
Or
though the discount was worth.
That's what I'm saying. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I did it, and then like I don't know, dude. I'm bad with fucking like passwords and all that.
So you just never got back into.
You're like, what was my password? And then they're like, if you forgot password, click here. And they're like, we sent out an email verification. And then I'll go and it's like an old email. And I'm like, what's my password to this email? And then I'll just be like, well, like.
Because I am paying Macy's.
Or like, I guess I'll get back to it. And then you just don't get back to it. And then my girl's like, whatever. Like, you haven't paid your Macy's. Because I don't read the mail.
Yeah.
Do you read the mail?
She get more. I don't get any mail. Sarah gets mail like a motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying.
She gets a lot of credit card offerings, but unless it's something that I'm looking for.
But I get some mail, not a ton, but I get some. But like I don't read it. She reads it or whatever, so I won't know what's happening
unless there's something I need. Like if I got a package coming, I'm checking the mail.
Yeah, but that's like that's.
But other than that, like
that don't even count. That's like
But if I get a letter from,
I'm tracking the package.
Yeah, I don't check. I don't look at it because it's usually some dumb shit I don't care about.
Exactly.
Yeah. Get a lot of coupons for places.
You get a lot of coupons?
I sign up to a lot of, if I go, like if there's a restaurant or a bar that I like.
Coupons really are underutilized.
Oh, bro. When I was eating real terribly, like those Burger King and Jack. Oh, in a worse place.
Thankfully,
I am clipping those.
I've done decent about staying away from those.
Yeah.
The last hard one I had to make was like I had to be like, yo, like I can't eat at Panda Express.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Because it was just like that's a stomach ache waiting to happen.
And it's kind of messed up because I feel like I would justify Panda Express as being one of the healthier options. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like if it's like Panda Express, McDonald's.
For sure, but it's like McDonald's, like unless it's breakfast, that can't even be an option.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, so you can kind of justify Panda Express where you're like, I can eat this. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah,
then you stop eating McDonald's and then Panda Express becomes like the worst thing that you're eating. Then you're like, oh man.
I made an easy connection with Panda where I was like, dude, every time I eat this, I feel like
it's me and Taco Bell.
A piece of shit after. Yeah, I had to get rid of Taco.
Most fast food.
That's just like the only one. Sometimes Wendy's.
I don't go to Wendy's anymore.
But it's just like it's a junior bacon cheeseburger. It's decent, but
yeah. I think I ate a lot of fast food as like a teenage kid, and
no, I was like, bro, I was low key raised on that shit.
Yeah.
So like that was hard to get to a point where you had to try your best to like skip those whenever you can.
Yeah.
What was the other one that fucking? No, I will say that I was never a Chick-fil-A fan. Right now, that shit.
I never had Chick-fil-A.
I didn't like it the first couple times, or maybe not even couple. Because I think I tried it once. Like, let's give it a run. It was like, whatever. Somehow found my way back. But their sauce is just
not good.
No, it's just doing something great. Like I said,
like the sauce is the savor.
Yeah, without the sauce, it's easily skippable. But it's like
there's something there for it.
Sauce is crazy, bro. Yeah.
That's kind of I feel like Cane's. Like if Cane's didn't have such good sauce, I would never eat there.
Cane's was just like, it's been around so long now. Like when it first dropped, we were hyped.
Yeah.
We was going, Cane's was like at any time. Yeah, I could do Cane's. Yeah. And then over time, you just figure out like, yeah, bro, like this, it's just chicken and fries. And then for whatever reason, the toast had me brainwashed. These days, like
the toast is good though. The toast, you can't.
I don't even want the toast now. It's just too like, whatever that flavor is, it's just too much of that.
It's too toasty, some might say.
Too garlicky or something. Like,
I don't think it's garlic, bro.
I don't even hate garlic too. It's just like, whatever.
I'm not a big fan of garlic. Where's your favorite place to eat? Like, if you had the go-to, hey, we're going out to eat tonight, where's that spot?
Good question. Wow.
Yeah.
Favorite spot.
Or like the go-to. Doesn't necessarily have to be the favorite. Because my favorite is not my go-to because it's in another state.
I mean, I like sushi.
Oh. All you can eat?
Yeah, I'm like a big garlic tuna. You know what I mean?
Garlic tuna?
I'll get like a couple rolls. That's what I was saying about the garlic. I was like, I don't even. But the garlic.
You're like. There's nothing against garlic.
Yeah, garlic tuna's fire. Sushi fever is pretty fire. I like steaks, but for whatever reason, I feel like I can't never get a steak better than like the one I make, and so it's like whatever.
You cook a lot?
Nah, but like I grill.
But you grill.
I'll grill a steak.
Okay.
You know what I mean, or like some burgers or whatever.
Nice.
But yeah, like steak, you always pay a lot of money, and then it's like kind of some bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to like Benihana. That was like my shit. It still kind of is because like their fried rice is just stupid. Bro, I like street tacos, bro. That's probably like my favorite food.
Tacos? What's your favorite tacos spot?
Like I don't know, like one of them ones in LA that you don't even know what it's called.
What about in town? You got one in
run
town?
Up on a fucking truck, you know.
There's like a dude on the corner.
Right, but I mean, like, and they're even tinier than the ones you get out here, though. You know what I mean? Like they're really
but they're like they're like $1.50.
You can knock back like a 10 piece. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or like anytime you go.
Oh, those are always so dangerous.
Well, every now and again, like a reception or something too. Somebody will order like the taco dude, you know, and like those.
That was my wedding.
Same thing. That was my wedding. So whoever that dude was. He killed probably his shit. Killed it. Like anybody on his level.
Yeah.
That's who. I don't even have a spot. Yeah. It's like when it pops up. Every now and then you go to get tacos. Like I'll go to Juan's Flamin'.
Juan's is great. That's my go-to restaurant.
I like it.
Yeah.
Because their salsa's fire. And
the chips and salsa and the margaritas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Obviously, I don't even really be going to the morgue. You still ain't got no kids, so like you still drinking when you go out.
Oh.
I'm fucking.
Yeah. That's what we do.
I feel it. Yeah, that's what I used to do.
I don't enjoy drinking because that sounds not good, but I enjoy the taste, and I enjoy like the feeling. I don't know.
The feeling,
but I don't like being drunk.
It's like
no,
I like being faded.
Like
you ain't got to lie,
cut loose
Craig.
A little bit. Cut loose a little bit.
He said I like the feeling. Well, I don't like being drunk.
I do not like being like tipsy is fine. I don't like being drunk. I don't think anyone enjoys being drunk.
I don't mind being drunk.
Play back the wedding footage, please.
Yeah, I don't want to be blacked out. I don't want to be like.
I've only blacked out once in my life.
I've been blacked out a lot of times.
I
was tripping. You know what I mean? But whatever, you got to learn that like.
Sometimes you got to do that.
You trip if you go there.
Yeah, I think that the one time that I blacked out, I learned that like. Oh, that's where I can stop. Like when I'm out, that's where I can stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was an all-you-can-drink. People were buying me shots, and it was. It happens. It was a nightmare.
It happens. We were just young and fucking.
Yeah.
We was running around.
Yeah.
We were young, getting faded.
Yeah. Camping.
But now these days, like that's why, and I never used to like beer either, but beer is like keeps me drinking slow. You know what I mean? So it's like even if I have 8 beers, which is like that's pretty good.
Yeah. 8 beers.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll be drunk as fuck, but like it still was only beers, and it probably took me a few hours.
Oh yeah. Like when we go to Rebar, there's always like the nights where we're hanging tough, and it's pitcher after pitcher, and I'm like, oh man, this was just really the hangouts.
No, yeah,
like we're just hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah, if I get in there, which is not bad. I did that last time. It was fun.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's like one of those things where it's just like, oh, we're cutting loose.
We're past casual.
Yeah, exactly. But it's always fun. It's like a good time, and it's always like those times where it's just like, oh, this is like I'm having a lot of fun. Like, what we do on stage is whatever. But
yeah, now like that doesn't matter really at all. Now we're kicking it.
Yeah,
which is cool too.
Yeah,
that's why I always appreciated you too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Right, somebody cool to fucking. Except for that month you weren't drinking.
Yeah, you really were not fucking with me that month.
Well, I was just like, for whatever reason too, like that month I was trying to get there.
Yeah.
So I'm going over like, you know, I don't have a ton of options.
Yeah.
So I'm over there like, and you're just like on the sober with a Red Bull.
I was drinking a lot of energy drinks.
Whatever. We're back now, but it's cold out now too.
Yeah. I like this weather.
Rebar gets
I can be dressing.
Though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, it's been. I mean, even these last couple of weeks, I feel like have not been the
little bit
weirdest
for sure.
But nah, I like this weather because I can actually start like
tight,
like dressing pretty good.
Dressing. You can start layering.
Yeah, layers are what's that? I see you right now.
Hit it a little bit, and I think it's really not that cold out right now. So I'm like,
it is not. It is hot outside. Actually,
I will say that I don't feel like even like really uncomfortable. No,
that's good.
This is extra light though. This is super.
It
light.
Looks like it,
but still like a hoodie. Hoodie's a hoodie.
You wear a shirt under your hoodie every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not like an empty neck guy. I like to have something.
Are you
something on the jugular?
Like a t-shirt or like a wife beater type?
No, I don't wear wife beaters.
Yeah. Okay.
No. It's not a good look. It's not a good look on a white man.
You used to though.
No.
Okay.
Well, if I was playing basketball, sometimes, yeah.
Okay, but that's just to play ball.
Yeah, that was different. That's hooping. Never just like I'm just.
They're just hanging out.
White beater on.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I'm white, looking like I really beat a wife. Anybody white in a wife beater?
Yeah, I was thinking of cops.
It looks like they're liable at least. Like you might have.
If there was a domestic situation around here.
If cops go to a house for a domestic and the person's wearing a wife beater,
it's always the best.
I'm just saying, like, we're not here to ask questions. We don't want to hear your side of the story. Yeah. He's trying to always talk, and they're like, yeah, like
you didn't call the cops.
No, they're like you're lying. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're lying. This might have been how it seemed it went down.
Yeah.
But dude, you just hit your wife.
Yeah. She's got like a black eye, and it's just like he's like, oh, well, you know, like I just tried to like grab the remote,
it's just
and
like,
then it came up.
It's like, dude, like why did you run then? You know what I mean? It's like, because I had seen y'all coming up from the side. I got a warrant right now.
I just got really.
They're like
nervous.
They're like, what's the warrant for? It's like, it's another domestic, and they're just like.
That's always the worst.
Yeah, no, they're just like, all right, well,
what's the warrant for? Evading police?
No, right. And then the cop comes over and he just gives a little rundown. He's just like, so we got to call a little domestic. He's
still out of breath.
Yeah, he's just like,
he's all red.
Pulled up. Suspect took off from the west side, hopped a couple of fences. We had a unit coming down the backside, caught up with him. So yeah, so he's gonna go downtown tonight and. He'll think about it tonight. He'll wake up tomorrow and realize he shouldn't have done what he did. And then it's just like some small city in like a state
that was the best
nobody should
cops impression I've ever seen. I felt like I was there.
Well, it's like I didn't overdo it, you know, because they're not overdoing it. They're trying to. They feel so like this to be getting filmed for cops that they're like, I gotta be as humble. I gotta just try and sound as humble and you know. And as like I'm not feeling like that to be being filmed for cops right now.
Yeah.
But it's like, I see through that. Like,
Yeah.
dude, you're
Be
so
cool. Yeah.
happy
Be hyped.
to be being filmed right
Yeah.
now, doing your job as a cop. You're going to want to make this look as good as possible. You're going to want to make cops look as upstanding as possible.
When they like take off, they're like, fuck, like, you got to catch them. You got this camera crew following you.
No,
you
but
have
but
to
then there's
catch
the
them.
times when they don't. It's like that fat cop, you know, and he's just like,
Oh, bro, you got to test those fat cops.
no, what? I know. And then they always got some sort of excuse too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
he just cut the corner. He hit that fence so fast. You're like,
just like,
bro,
you can tell he hangs out around here a lot. He knew all the back streets. He knew. Yeah. So sometimes that happens. We got a chopper up right now, hearing some good things. It looks like they might have caught up with them. Yeah, I'm hearing that they caught up with them. Somebody's over there like they didn't catch up with them.
Bro,
he's like,
he's
like, you must be behind. I just heard right now. They caught up with him, so he didn't get away.
Your radio channel 7.
Yeah,
channel 7.
I see through that shit, dude. I fucking those cops. We know you're acting like it's a first date. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Imagine being on your best behavior. You know what I mean? That's a cop on cops.
What was your first date like with your girl?
I don't know. Our shit was way different. Next. No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know which one, like, I don't know even what you would consider the first date. I was chasing her for a while. There was a sex time where we hung out, but it wasn't a date. You know, so we just kind of hung out, but then
there was like a first official date.
I guess sort of. I mean, it was cool, bro. You know what I mean? I was.
What's your worst date?
Oh, I don't know. I was gonna go get some food. I think and watch a movie with this like Latina girl, and either before or after. I want to say after. Like we just went, we caught the movie, we came back, and she's like, "Come inside and smoke with either my brother or my cousin or something weird." But I went in there and it was like 8, like, you know, like Latino dudes like blasted on some shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they had their dickies.
They were on some cholo.
Yeah.
And like I'm not walking in there like a bitch, you know. Yeah. But I'm like, I walk in, I'm just like, oh, like, what's up, dudes, or whatever. And they're like, oh, like, what's up, whatever.
What's up, hey, fool, what's up?
And then like we sit down on the couch and like they're rolling up. And there's like, you know, 1 or 2 blunts in rotation, and like none of them are like saying nothing. So it's just like quiet and fucking awkward. I'm smoking. I'm just like getting hella high, and I'm just like,
I gotta go.
Yeah, like, dog, what? Like, I'd rather be anywhere else than here right now. Yeah. So that was a weird date, I guess. I don't know. That was the first one that came to mind.
Yeah, oh, that's a good one.
This other chick, when I was in college, I go to her house. She had like an apartment. She was a little bit older, and I go to like her apartment or whatever. And then, first of all, she was a chick too that I met when I was really drunk. So I remember her being pretty fine. Yeah. And then when I got there, like, she just like wasn't that fine. Yeah. You know what I mean? She was still all right though. So I was in there and I go over and she had like a book on the counter, or a few books that were like about like a funeral home or like about like embalming or something.
Oh, like a mortician? Like?
Yeah, and I was like, what's good with this? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you got like a class? And she was like, no, like I'm going to school to be.
Oh, damn.
Or she's like, my whole family, like, we've owned like, you know, funerals or whatever, like funeral homes.
Oh,
like,
shit.
And so I'm just like if she was open on a weird page, you know, like, what?
How you preserve the brains
or something. So like I'm sitting there, whatever, we like get on we sit on the couch, we're about to watch a movie or something, and then like her brother comes around the corner that I didn't know was there, you know. Yeah. He's like, hey man, what's up? I'm whatever. And I'm just like, hey man, like, and he has like this fucking big basket of laundry in his hand. So he just like sits there, like we're on the couch and he's off on like the recliner or something on the side, and he just starts like folding laundry, you know what I mean? And I'm just like sitting there like
you gotta go, bro.
No, just like, dude, like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, we're watching a movie, whatever. And then the movie was trash, and I was just like, oh my. And I just waited to the end. I was like, all right, like, have a good one, dude. Like, yeah, I'm out of here, I guess. But yeah, the funeral shit, that was weird because she looked fucking like she'd lived, like she grew up around funeral homes. Something in her eyes was like death. You know what I mean? Was like
I'll be right back.
Like
Hold that thought.
Death didn't phase her. How long are we out on this one?
We're 30 minutes in.
Let's call it.
Hold on.
All right.
Underachievers podcast, take one. Oh man.
Went immediately to the phone.
I was gonna go post that video of us shotgunning beers.
That's funny. Training to be a funeral home. Like,
Yeah, that bitch was tripping.
that bitch was crazy.
It's almost like she put it out there purposely to be like,
You got to test them. You got to test them.
yeah, how do you feel about this?
Yeah.
It was like,
You're like, I don't.
bye. That's how I feel.
I think the best part about that was like her brother coming in and be like, yeah, fold this clothes real quick.
Well, and then I'm looking at it too, like I know this is another fucking funeral home junkie.
You're like, oh, he
You're like,
definitely embalms
he
people.
grew up around funeral homes too, so I'm just like, this dude's weird. Yeah, that was a weird one. Good. Goody.
Was this the conversation you wanted to have?
Feels funner.
Feels funner. That's fair.
Feels funner.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
can see that. Next time I'll just prepare like just random shit to talk about.
I feel like it was better dialogue.
Yeah. I mean, shit, I'll give it like 3 months. We'll do this all again.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, in 3 months maybe some more cool shit will have happened.
I'm with that.
You know what I mean?
You know, that's actually something that I had to stop doing. So, like, you know, when you take a drink,
burping into the
yeah.
mic.
So, like, you know, when you take, a
I know.
drink,
I felt
you
it a
do-
couple times. I tried like earlier. I kind
You
of
do, like-
yeah. I saw you
like
catch
that?
one. I saw you catch a couple.
Yeah, I caught that.
I've done my best to not go like crazy on them, but like
Yeah.
that one was just like, you know.
So sometimes you get it though. Like I forget that I'm like on microphone, especially because
Well,
when
it's
I'm
like
just
I'm probably
listening.
drinking what 6 or 7 beers.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. I do
I
not
have a
blame you.
driver. We're good. We're good.
Yeah. Designated driver.
Yeah.
At least one of us.
Yep. Well, you're here. So. Oh, there's moves to be made.
Mm-hmm.
Right. There's moves to be made.
Moves to be made.
All right. Well.
On the notes of moves being to be made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
What are you getting into tonight?
I don't know. I got the next comedy tournament's not till December 7th.
Oh, yeah, you're taking a...
That one's going to be fire, though. And then I have my podcast dropping soon.
What is it called?
Working title, but I think we're like in No Funny Business. And that's the name of the podcast.
No Funny Business?
No Funny Business.
Has that one been taken already?
Nope.
Ooh.
It's available.
You know, I wanted to call this It Is What It Is podcast, but that's a podcast already.
Absolutely is. It's okay.
Yeah. I said it and I was like, ooh, that's a great name. And then I looked it up and I was like, of
there's
course.
actually 6 It Is What It Is. With they have their own little...
It Is What It Is. It Is What It Is podcast.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it is what it is with whoever it is.
Yeah.
When it's funny, because I guarantee you, if you listen to any of those podcasts, in none of them is it what it actually is.
I thought about that when I
guarantee none of them it is what it actually is.
Yeah.
It's some bullshit.
Some bullshit. No Funny Business. No Funny Business podcast? Or No Funny Business?
Just No Funny Business. With Jimmy McMurrin. Yeah, man. And then it should start like, look, no funny business, all right? Serious shit only.
Is it just going to be you, co-host?
You know, I'm going to start it, I think, and I'll probably just start with just me for now. Mm-hmm. We'll figure that out. And then, you know, we'll figure out the guest situation later. Mm-hmm. It'd be cool, though.
Yeah.
I think so.
Like, I got a, you know Cody?
Yeah.
He does the show with me, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out.
It's just it's having fun.
Shout out to Cody.
A consistent, co-host.
No, yeah, I can see that being dope.
Because you know, like, the chemistry. You guys know. You can vibe
super,
off of that.
Yeah, I know. I feel that. Yeah. We'll figure it out. I got a little, there's something, you know what I mean?
Fun.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But just, you know, it's gonna be cool. If you want to hear me say a bunch of random shit,
talking nonsense,
somebody will listen. Somebody will appreciate it, and that's cool.
Yeah,
you know,
I'll listen to it.
That's what I'm saying, and you'll probably be like, "Oh, I appreciated that." And if you do,
just for the first 3 weeks, the last 2 weeks though,
right? Well, that's what I mean. Is like you got to find a way to, you know, see what you're gonna do. So fuck it. I know in the beginning, humble beginnings, always.
Mountains of success.
Yeah, but you got a garden for a mountain. You know what I mean?
No, I think it's tectonic plates.
No, it's gardening, bro. You know, somebody was once gardened for no reason. Had to have. The first person had to be like, yo, I don't know what gardening is.
You're saying they created mountains?
It might not have been a mountain, but it was just like they was gardening though, and they was like, yo, I'm just gonna keep kind of watering this little section.
It's just gardening.
And then months went by though, and they're like, I don't know why I'm still watering.
Yeah.
But I am.
You know, that's kind of crazy that's how farming actually happens.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know, man. Call it a hunch. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna throw these seeds in the ground.
Something's gonna happen, dude. Like, I know this is where some shit grew before, and it might have been because it was rainier last year. I don't know if that's why, but I'm just gonna see if keeping this shit wet helps. And then one day some shit happened. They were like, "Woo!
Told y'all.
I told you.
I told y'all.
Y'all said I was crazy."
And then, like, for 6 months, he just continuously had
just
that.
Like,
that's corn.
You stupid bitch. I told you. Don't ask me shit ever again. Like, my word is law from now on anything.
He ruled the caveman kingdoms from there.
Who knows if that even came caveman? That might have been.
That would have been like
even
way
the caveman
after.
were probably like if we don't see it,
yeah, just kill it.
Yeah, it's got to be grown on its own.
Yeah. Is that how? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I should know more about history. That was always my favorite class in school.
It was the easiest one for sure.
Nah, my mythology class, that was the
Well,
easiest for sure.
That was easy. I had a mythology explorations class too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Prometheus.
Yeah, I prefer Odysseus. Or actually, no. My teacher got me really hyped on Oedipus Rex because of the concept of him having sex with his own mom. Like,
Resonated.
how like that story really just turns around where you're like, oh, you just feel so bad for this guy. Then you're like,
Fast forward to the tat.
yeah.
You were like,
Oh, dude.
Odysseus.
Stupid. That joke, until someone else gets their parents' tattoos on their hands, it only works for me.
It's a great joke, dude.
Yeah. It's my closure now.
It's a great joke.
my
It's awesome.
closure,
That's you can sit, you can rest easy knowing that one's gonna do well.
Oh. Every time.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great joke. Straight up, straight like that.
What do you think is your best joke?
I don't know, dude.
The one that you know is going to work every single time. You got to have one.
I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. I just recently started doing, like a set sort of.
Oh, yeah, because you
like
kind of
more than once.
influx,
Yeah, I've been interchanging it every time for the whole time until just recently. But I don't know, man. I like to think a lot of them will do at least fine.
But you know that there's one.
Well, I've never. Oh, there are. I mean, there's multiple that have never like tanked it.
Yeah.
They do good. I don't know, man. It's weird. I don't have though. Just like one that I'm like.
This is it.
Wait till they get this one.
I feel
you
like
know.
the whole rubbing the hands.
My sort of thing is like I feel like once that first joke or two go by, if they're with me, we good.
You know, I take a lot of that from you. I recently did the show. Granted, there was like 4 people there, which like wasn't an excuse, but like it was super last minute. The promotion wasn't too great for the show,
Right.
so like I got there and I was just kind of like, we'll see how this goes.
Have fun.
And then like I went up there trying to have fun, and the crowd just wasn't feeling it. And I was like, oh, okay. Like if you're not gonna give me any energy, like I'm gonna do my jokes and we're gonna try the best to like put this show where it needs to be. But I was just the same, like y'all really just aren't vibing. Like y'all are just staring me dead in the eyes and being like,
Okay.
keep saying those words, man.
This is it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then even with my last joke, I said my parent the tattoo jokes, and they were still like, like one person was just like, ooh, and I was like,
All right.
yep, cool, I'm out. And I was just like, if we
All
don't,
right. Y'all have a good night.
yeah, y'all been great.
It's only gonna get better from
yeah,
here.
but it's just one of those things where it's like, if the energy isn't reciprocated, then it's just like, fuck, this is how this is gonna go. But when it is like that night at your show, I felt the energy right away. I was nervous, but I was like, ooh, there's something there. And there was a moment where like in between jokes, I did a joke, took a sip of my beer, but it was like super like
Tense.
yeah, like delayed, and I was just like, oh, haha. And I took a sip of my
shit.
beer, and people laughed, and I was like, oh, why was that funny? And then like, I stopped for a second and like did it like slowly, and then people laughed again, and I was just like, oh, y'all are just hot right now. Anything's gonna work. And then from there, I was just like, oh, I'm not nervous anymore. Let's get into it. And I did my joke, and that worked. Did the next joke, that worked. Did the closer, and I was like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, it was cake. It was cake, because they were just like, they were ready for it.
Yeah, man. That's always.
You also did really well opening that night. I can say there's sometimes where, like the last show was not my favorite when you opened it up, because no one was like giving you the love. You know what I'm saying?
It was still cool.
But no.
Don't hear that and think nothing at home.
No. Like
that shit was still cool.
It was a good
still a hot
intro.
set.
But this show, the energy was like immediate, and it was like,
Well, yeah,
and it was hot. Like,
well, yeah, I came out. I
like
mean,
a
you
flip,
know, it was
though.
packed to the back at this
Yeah.
last one.
yeah,
That third show, you know, the first two were crazy. The third one, for me, like I set a high standard. So if the first one and two have, you know, 130 people, 120 people, and then the third one's got 80, I'm gonna be let down.
yeah.
You know, but that fourth one we just did right now, that was back to like, you know,
Back how it should
original
be.
numbers. Yeah, packed to the very back. Everybody was hype, and so I just was like, yeah, I'm gonna feed off that always.
and
But no,
killed
it
it.
was a
Did
cool one, man.
really well that night.
I've been having
Did really well.
I've been having a lot of cool sets lately. It's been fun.
Hot streak. Jimmy Caliente streak. McMurrin.
Yeah, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? If people want to have fun, they're gonna fuck with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they're like, oh, I came to have a good time tonight, they're gonna get on my wave and be like, oh, I'm coming. And then if a motherfucker want to go in there and be like, I just want to be maybe surrounded by laughter. Which is how some of these people here is like, yeah, I paid money today just to maybe, hopefully, even just to be surrounded by laughter would be good for me, because I'm not laughing. I'm not happy enough to laugh right now. And that's just, hey, it's part of what you deal with. Some people just not happy enough to laugh.
Some people are weird. Sit in the front row, just looking you dead in the eye, like,
what you going home to tonight?
Yeah.
What you waking up to tomorrow?
Yeah. It's always like weird to think about, like, those guys. You like look at them, you're like, damn, what's going on in your life right now?
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm just like, wow.
Like you throw that line out there and you're like, nothing. Not even
you know what I mean? Hey, you're here.
Yeah.
You're sitting there. Fuck. If I was sitting there, I'd probably kill myself.
No.
Shit. Not to say, I'm just saying.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying, though.
Just saying, like, do whatever makes you happy. All right.
Jimmy McMurrin with the positive words.
I gotta pee also.
Yeah? All right. So on that note, I guess we'll wrap it. I like this.
Wrap it. Yeah, that was
I
fun.
like this.
That was good.
You know, there's one topic I didn't get to.
What was that?
Your dad.
Yeah.
We get on that?
Save it. We'll save it.
We'll save it. Brother, I appreciate you. Let's hit this restroom. Hey, guys. Jimmy McMurrin, episode 2.
Had fun.
The loose edition.
Fucking with him.
After shotguns, many's of beers. Fuck with Jimmy McMurrin.
Underachievers. Great name. Great podcast. Marco Arriaga. The boy, Marco Partiaga.
Jimmy McMurrin. Comedy Churn Up coming back December 6th at the LA.
December 7th.
December 7th. That was closed. At the LA Comedy Club at the Strat. Thank you, guys. Bye.
See, that was better. It was just better. You can chop them, I guess.